Welcome back, everyone. This is Deathstroke9, and today we have two things to mention. First of all, some pretty sad news, and then we're just gonna finish up our live stream. So here's basically the video got removed. We don't exactly know why, because we are positive that there was nothing that breaks YouTube's content guidelines in our video, and because of that, we're going to be recording the next part of the stream as much as we can of it, and yeah, we're just gonna keep going, and yeah. all right, well, we're just gonna continue. So here we go, where we left off. Where exactly did we leave off?
Thomas was paying to get into the room.
Yeah, okay.
No, he was in the room.
I was in the room and I was waiting until morning when
It's 1 o'clock now.
Yep. Or somewhere around then.
And I'm on my way back into town, and we don't know where Elliot is.
And I was looking for Thomas.
All right.
I just straight up left the park bench. Hopefully I didn't get kidnapped.
What? I'm recording it right now. Okay, yes, sure. You can write that. Thank you guys for your concern, by the way. Multiple people have reached out, saying stuff like, oh, that kind of sucks, which, So, we are recording it, and here we go. Now, Elliot, you're looking for Thomas, right? You go out to the park bench, and he's gone. You have no idea where he is.
I start panicking.
So you come outside, and it's all foggy out, right? And it's cold. You still have the memory very clearly imprinted in your mind of that strange bug-like creature you saw flying that wouldn't come up on the camera, which freaked you out, right? You still have the memory of spraying your face to get rid of the cockroaches. Okay. So you come outside. It's all misty. And you go up to the park bench, and he's not there. What now?
Would I have any recollection of where he'd be at this time of night?
So when I say it's 1, I mean it's no longer really nighttime. So so Elliot, did you say you're going outside in the middle of the night to go look for him, or are you?
No, I was just gonna go find him as soon as I saw that thing.
Which was in the nighttime. Okay, so we're kind of messing up the time streams here a little bit.
Yeah.
Think of how to do this. Okay. So Thomas is at the Insanitarium, and he's waiting.
I was waiting there as soon as...
he's waiting till... And she's going to wake up later in the morning. Stanley, you went out and you're searching, and that's what you've been doing until the afternoon time. And now, Elliot, you get up at night when you see the thing, and you go to the park bench, and you see that he's not there. And so now, what would you be planning on doing for the rest of the night?
I will go to Walmart if it is even open 24/7.
It is open 24/7.
Walmart.
Yeah, I'm going to Walmart.
What do you want?
I will buy one of those big foot-long metal heavy police flashlights.
Okay.
And one of those flares that shoot the signal.
Oh, okay. That'll work. All right, so you get yourself a flare and a giant flashlight.
Oh wait, I already have that.
Okay.
I'm just gonna get the flashlight.
All right. That's a trivial cost. We'll just move along. You get yourself a flashlight, and where are you going next?
I'm going to go in the direction where I saw that thing flying.
All right. Now we're going to cut to Stanley. Okay. Stanley, remember it's morning. All right. You've been driving around. You've been looking. You failed your spot hidden roll. You've been driving around for a long time. Elliot, I want you to make a spot hidden roll as well.
66 out of 45.
So that's a failure. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so Stanley, you're driving out, still looking around, and you come across Elliot in the middle of the woods, also looking around. So you guys meet each other, and it's like, what time is it? Like 12 in the afternoon? Yeah, okay. So, Elliot, you see Stanley drive up, and you remember how he was towards you before? He was kind of mad at you guys. I wonder if you're still
Cocksucker.
apprehensive towards him, or
I
what?
sort of like slouched down, kind of cautious. And I'm like,
Oh, I see him.
Yeah, you see him.
Stanley, have you seen that thing flying?
What thing?
I saw something flying out over here.
You saw something flying?
Yeah, it wasn't a bird. It was definitely not a bird.
Was it a plane?
It was Superman.
Stanley, do you take kindly to any of this? Any of this talk of Superman? You think maybe they're just
Hold
making
on.
fun, they might just be making
I'm
fun.
not here right now.
Are you being
Wait.
serious?
Yes, it was
This is just a
accompanied.
joke.
It was accompanied by a buzzing sound.
Get in.
Get in. Okay, perfect. Are you gonna get in his car?
Yeah.
Get in, kid.
Either I saw that,
I
or
have
I'm just, or
candy.
the fumes are just getting to my head.
Okay.
You know, if a strange man offers you candy, it's probably more in his van.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
A few minutes later, sir, where's the candy?
Which direction was it in?
Which direction was it?
Which direction did it go?
It went toward the lake and then past kind of where the footprints were going, up toward the mountain, basically.
Toward the mountains. It went.
Have you seen Thomas?
No, I tried looking for him. He's not on the bench anymore.
What should we do? Should we look for him or should we go towards the mountain?
I'm rolling for this. We're going towards the mountain. It is.
Really? Okay.
Are you sure?
Stanley?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Thomas, we're gonna switch
have
over.
any-
Thomas, we're gonna switch over to you for 1 second. You're in the room, right?
Yes.
And your wife, you notice, looks very, very pale. All right. And you noticed this when you first saw her. I remember
Oh,
mentioning
no.
that, but she looks like more pale than she did before.
I swear, the doctor killed my wife. I know it. I'm gonna beat him up. No, I'm kidding. I'm gonna go over. This is either she might kill me if she is still alive, but I'm gonna feel for her pulse. And since I have biology, I know how to do that very effectively.
You feel
PhDs.
You feel okay. You feel a pulse. Her eyes open when you touch her.
Oh, frick, I'm dead.
Thomas.
Yeah. Yep.
Thomas.
Oh shoot.
What
I
are
came
you
to
doing
visit.
back here?
I need to talk to you.
What do you want to talk about? I don't have anything to say to you.
The recently is some stuff that has come up in my investigation into this paranormal stuff here, quote unquote, of course. Some stuff has come up that I think you ought to know. So, in a recording sent to my good friend Stanley, saw that it was a recording in there, and it described many different beings and other things, and some of it was awfully similar to the things Roy, our son, sorry for the hiccups, has described.
So you believe now? You understand the danger?
I don't know what to believe. Okay, it's just
You should
complicated.
know something. Those creatures, They're not evil. Mankind believes them to be, but they are not. Your son told me this.
Well, our son is also tiniest bit crazy, I'm sure. I don't know if I should believe that or not, because if they're here to incite change is never. It's not. The fact that these creatures, if they are creatures and not people doing a really big, elaborate hoax,
You
then.
are an idiot, Thomas. Thomas, you do understand that Dr. Shiny locked us both in here, right?
Yeah, he did that the last time.
He's not letting you out this time.
I haven't told him anything that would make him think I'm crazy.
It's except threaten him.
Oh, I did not. Oh crap! Maybe I did threaten him.
No,
but I paid him $100.
He knows that what you guys are looking for now.
So
Why
what?
do you think he came here? You think some super famous doctor's just gonna come out in the middle of nowhere for no reason? Open up your freaking eyes, Thomas. You've been blind for too long.
I don't want this to be real.
I realize that. That's why you rationalize everything so well.
But, well, I'm sure we'll get out of here. In fact, I think I'll take you with me this time. It was a mistake locking you up in here. I think it's time I let you back out.
Oh, how exciting.
And
There's a strange humming noise in the room.
oh, you gotta be serious. Okay, is it like a humming or a buzzing?
It sounds like a very low buzzing.
Ah, crap. Like the one on the recording almost.
Just a little.
I'm gonna go up to the door and Dr. Shiny? Dr. Shiny. You can let me out now. I'm done talking.
Oh, sorry to say.
Yes.
He opens a little like sliding slot thing.
You know,
can just see
it's only
you can
max capacity of two or
You can-
one person.
You can only see his eyes. I don't think you're done
I'm gonna
yet.
poke them with my fingers.
You're gonna poke them. Ah!
I didn't bring my nails specifically for this kind of thing. That ought to hurt. But still, you can't keep me in here, Dr. Shiny.
Who said I was keeping you in there?
Well, you're not unlocking the door.
Oh, where's your wife?
She's back there.
Interesting.
That's what she be.
Fine.
She's not real. Pull a
He-
6.
He
on
takes
us.
his key and unlocks the door.
Well,
He opens the
then.
door. Hurry, get out. Get out of the room.
I'm gonna stand out there. I'm gonna hold onto the door open, like hold it in place.
Sir, she has not been given any type of official discharge.
I know, but since I am technically kind of the guardian put in place here, in a way, so to speak, I think I'm at right to let her at least go outside for a bit, Shiny.
You are at right to do that, but
I
if you take her away, then I will never be able to cure her, if you understand.
Now, how do you intend on doing that, anyways?
I have a serum which is going to revolutionize the industry.
Oh, I'm actually a chemist. If you could quickly run down some of the stuff in it,
It's
like,
going to make me a very rich man. I cannot exactly give
then you
you
can test it
everything.
on the other patients, but not her.
That's fine. That's fine. I just eventually want to be able to cure her of her delusions. It seems that she might actually have schizophrenia. She seems to believe that her child is like truly has seen visions and stuff. It's very
That's
strange.
fine. We can just get some medicine while we're out there, and everything would be fine. So if you just let me take her out.
Fine.
I call over to the wife to come out.
She comes out and she's kind of shaking a little bit. I've been in here for so long.
And that's my fault. And
He skitters past like the wife on The Color Out of Space.
no.
Oh man. Okay, no. Let's continue. All right.
Okay. Well then. I'm sure it hasn't been the nicest experience in here, and that's partly due to my fault, but I have a feeling me and my newfound associates now, if this truly is what you and everyone else is starting to think it is, then I think I know the best people to deal with it.
We need to go up on those mountains and talk to that man.
How?
We need to do it, Thomas.
If I know my friends, at least maybe they'll be up there too, but fine. Let's go. And I begin walking out to the front.
Those creatures are here to save us.
From what?
Ourselves. Now you might be thinking something like that they want to destroy all of humanity. They want to help humanity. But unfortunately, the way things are right now, they are unable to do exactly what they want to do. You should know that the reason they come to Earth is because we have precious metals that they cannot get themselves on their own planet. Do you know what planet they live on, Thomas?
What planet do they live on?
Have you heard of Yuggoth before?
I have not. I haven't. What is Yuggoth? Yuggoth? I don't know.
It is described as the farthest planet in the solar system. It was recently declassified and became known as a dwarf planet.
Pluto?
It is Pluto.
Oh.
They're not that far from here. And they have technology beyond anything humans can comprehend. Quickly, we must go. Let's hurry. Do you have any type of transportation? We need to get up on that mountain. Do you know where Stanley or the other man is?
They're either at the house or who knows.
All right, Elliot and Stanley, what have you guys been doing this whole time?
What have we been doing?
Yeah, what have you been doing?
The gunmen will take the lead.
So are you planning? So are you planning on
toward...
going up the mountain?
Yes.
All right.
Let us go up. Should we go get like Joe first to be like our shield?
Joe is the sacrifice play.
Maybe we should go back and get Joe first.
I mean, like he is the meatiest guy in this town.
Yeah, we should get him, and I can check for him.
All right. So are you gonna go back and go try to get
I can
Joe?
check for a letter.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good instance.
Maybe we'll run into each other.
Yeah, let's go get Joe.
All right, Stanley, make a luck roll.
A luck roll.
So you're trying to get under your luck.
Success.
All right, you guys are driving, and you suddenly see Thomas and his wife out in the open. You also notice that his wife is really pale looking. You can like see her veins and stuff. It's weird.
That's gross.
Oh no, Thomas has gone too far now.
I done broke my wife out of the insane asylum.
His wife
Thomas.
is.
Yeah.
Thomas.
Hey, what's up? This is you know Gwendolyn. You've met her. I think we should get some before we go up.
Why would you?
Are you gonna show him the
You know
letter,
what
Thomas?
I'm gonna pull out the letter.
What?
This is for you. And I hand it to
Dun dun dun.
Stanley. Somebody was trying to take it from the mailbox. I think there's another organization.
And you opened it?
Of course I did. I'm curious. That's me. I'm a scientist. It's what I do.
Take the wheel. We're going to pick up Joe, and I hop in the back.
All right,
I
cool.
use this. Take the. Okay, so I take the wheel. Well, I do. And I get in. Do I know how to? Yes, I do know. I do
Honest,
know how to
have you lost your mind?
In what way?
You
I've
let your
lost a lot
wife.
of things. My mind, I don't think so. But if I have, could you help me find it?
How do you
I
keep...
don't think I can find it. I think it's long gone now.
Is there like a McDonald's or a drive-through? I could really. I've kind of been up all night.
You could go to the diner, but there's really not that many other places to eat.
Hmm.
Unless you wanted cockroach-filled sandwiches from Joe.
No, I think I'm good. So, how was everyone else's night?
Well,
Horrible. I sprayed myself
actually,
with
Spray yourself with Raid?
with the raid.
What?
I do want to go to the diner.
This video is not sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
Oh, man.
Surprising everything else.
Yeah.
Well, the diner? Yeah, I guess.
Are you going to pick up Joe first?
Now we
Oh,
gotta
yeah,
pick
Joe.
Joe.
Drop me off at the diner. You guys go pick up Joe.
Oh, you're going to the diner first. Okay. So, Stanley, you're dropped off at the diner. The other two, you're both going to go pick up Joe, right?
Sure.
Okay.
Yes.
We're going to start with you, Stanley. I don't know exactly what you want to do at the diner. So, you go in.
I want to convince Irene to come with me
Okay.
so I can prove to her that I'm not insane.
All right, you go in and you see the crosses kind of dangling from the ceiling, and you walk in and you see Irene is talking to old Joe, who for some reason is in her place. They are talking, then they both kind of stop and look over at you when you come in. Then Irene comes to the counter. Can I help you with anything?
Take my hand in my love.
Joe, could you step out for a minute?
What?
Well, I have to carry you. Step out. Come on, get out.
I want to see if you could carry it.
Hobbles out. One.
I don't really want to do that.
He walks out. And
Is he looks like a zombie. Just one leg, just dragging the other behind him.
he does have one messed up leg.
Oh.
He walks out, and the door shuts behind him, and Irene turns to you kind of suspiciously and crosses herself. What do you want?
Irene, I'm gonna prove to you that I'm not crazy once and for all.
You worship
They
Satan.
aliens and demons and all that, they do exist. And we're gonna find them. We're gonna kill them.
Wait,
I'll like doom on them.
we're gonna kill them? Stanley, did you read the letter?
No, I have not.
Let's just assume he read the letter before getting into
I
the
would
diner.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah,
would
yeah, I
assume
read
that. Yeah, okay.
We had a 40-minute truck ride back to the town, so yes, I read the letter.
Do
yeah.
you still believe that you're going to go in there and kill the things? Is that what you're... And maybe you could be lying to her about your intentions, but is that your true intentions?
With him.
Okay, I'm not gonna say kill them. Okay, just be like, I'm gonna prove to you that they exist.
We must destroy them if they do. I can believe that if there are creatures out there that are against the will of God. They're abominations. But you're one of them, or you worship them.
I don't worship them. That is incorrect. You never let me explain to you.
You had all those books and the powder and the chalk and the...
That's because I just wanted to find out more about them. I'm not worshiping them. I'm just trying to.
You do have the humorous
You
Satan.
have too much knowledge. You should be a child in malice and the devices of the enemy, and a man in faith. You think you have true proof? Can you prove it to me?
Come with me, and I will.
I'll come with you, Stanley Marsh III, but that'll be the last time.
Dang, she used your full name. That's how you know you're in deep.
Yeah, my middle name is Marsh, and my last name is the third.
Whatever.
All right. So you take her, and now you're just gonna wait for the other two to come pick you back up, I guess. Thomas and Elliot, you make it back to the house, and you go inside, and you find the couch seems to be empty. You don't see Joe anywhere.
Joe Joe, where are you, Joe?
Oh no.
G.I. Joe.
Who's Joe? Joe Mama.
Okay, so
Oh, mama.
you go.
I didn't expect to hear that today.
You you go in,
Oh.
and I need. Let me think. Spot hidden.
If I see him dead, I'm
Who
gonna
has a
freak.
Who has a higher spot hidden? Elliot or Thomas?
I have
It's gonna
55.
be so stupid.
I have 45.
So Thomas.
That is 30. Oh, 30. Just 30. Okay.
All right, Thomas. You look over the edge of the couch, and you see something that you never expected to see.
Of course. It better not be.
Something is melting. So
That's
there is a
pretty
pile of dust, okay? That's the first thing you notice. And then there's about half of a head. It's about like up to here, and it's slowly melting, and there's blood pouring out of it.
I'm gonna hold my hand behind me real quick to like motion Elliot to stay back so he doesn't see this crap. You don't want to see this.
Now like this.
I'm gonna take my phone and take a picture as if I can, like just.
That actually works.
We're pretty close to Stanley's auto repair, right?
Sure, yeah, you can walk over there if you want.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna walk over there.
I'm gonna take just a picture of the head.
Yep.
Nothing. Watch, I'm gonna change. My blog's gonna do a 180 after this. Elliot won.
And then it's gone, and now there's just a pile of dust. And there's still some dark blood stains, but those are evaporating almost. You're going to make a sanity check, please?
Yep.
He's already holding it.
Oh my no!
Oh my no! What happened?
100.
You rolled a 100.
Oh frick! Oh wow.
Oh jeez.
Okay.
Well, oh gosh, that's horrible.
All right. That is 6 points of sanity damage, and I believe
Oh,
that
frick.
is a bout of madness. I think that's the first bout of madness we've had so far, guys.
Oh crap, Elliot! I'm sorry for anything I do.
I win.
You just shout, "I win!" in the back.
Thomas, you immediately take that picture and you go onto your blog and you start making a post and you post it and you basically are saying, it's all real, I was wrong, here's all the proof, and you list all of this stuff. All right, you keep listing, going on and on and on and on. Elliot, you kind of walk over and you see the dust and you kind of realize, oh, Joe's gone.
I was like in victory, like, yeah, I win. And I seem like ranting. I'm like, oh no.
Thomas, you also, what you're writing is almost the scrawling of a madman a little bit. And you post your new blog post. Then you head down into Stanley's basement.
Oh no.
And you start looking for a weapon. Stanley, do you have more than one shotgun in your house?
Probably.
Yeah, okay.
I've won, but at what cost?
Thomas, here you need to tell me, what is your true thoughts? Do you believe that the creatures are malevolent or benevolent? Malevolent or benevolent?
Well, considering Joe's dead, I think they're malevolent as anything.
You get the shotgun, and you're ready for action. You're going to wait for Stanley. You have come to the light. You've seen the truth. Your Cthulhu mythos goes up by 3, and your maximum sanity goes down by 3. Okay?
Okay, Cthulhu mythos. Okay.
And you're a true believer now.
Stanley have a machete around the house or something like that? Like a big...
Stanley walks into the door holding his shotgun.
Woo! What are you doing there, Stanley?
All right, I'm going to assume you guys are all ready for going up on the mountain, right? That's what the next step is, correct? Okay, we're going to kind of skip ahead to you guys driving. So what is it you wanted, Elliot? You wanted a hatchet, right?
Something sharp,
Okay.
like a bladed weapon.
Stanley, I would assume you would have some type of, maybe an axe, something like that.
Yes, and I have my shotgun, of course.
Yeah, you have your shotgun. Elliot, you got the axe.
I have.
Elliot, the axe does damage. I don't know exactly how much. Let me check. Does 1d6 damage. 1d6 plus 1 damage on a hit.
And what does the shotgun do if you have stats for that, real quick?
Whatever I gave Stanley the stats of, that's your stats too. So Stanley, then I give you like a super powerful shotgun too.
Yeah. I'll message it to you, right?
Yeah,
Isn't
it's crazy, right?
So wait, is this a superpower or just a basic one?
It's well, I think we looked at them and we chose whatever the one that had like the most damage that it did.
It's a double barrel.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought I was about to shoot myself in the face, but it'll probably come to that. But still, normal scientist things.
You're about to get a lot of backlash over your post, though. So.
Who?
You.
It's
Oh, yeah.
controversial to the science community.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they were. My colleagues were on my side. They're like,
no,
"Yeah,
that's all.
No, not anymore.
No.
No.
Some of them might assume it's a joke, and everybody and your credibility is going to go down a lot.
Well, I'm gonna lose my
You have
job
betrayed
big
us.
time.
You have fallen to the hands of Elliot. You said you would destroy them, not join them.
All right, Stanley, Thomas, Elliot, you're all in the car with, who are the other two's names? Gwendolyn and Irene, right?
Yes.
Okay. Joe was
I feel
supposed
like
to
we
be
should have
with you.
taken the ashes of young Joe as remembrance, brought it to the mountain with us.
Okay, so you have a little jar with Joe's ashes. How did you collect
Wait.
them? Because it's...
I got a mason jar. I went scoop.
Okay.
We'll go sprinkle them somewhere special.
What are we gonna tell old Joe?
I'm just gonna throw it at him. I don't know. I don't know about you guys, but
All right, so now you guys are driving up the mountain. It is morning. Let's see. What's next? Stanley, you read the letter, right? One thing
Yes.
it mentioned was please bring the phonograph record, the letters, and Kodak prints because we want to hide the evidence so that most people do not know because it's only for... Mankind hasn't advanced far enough for everybody to know about this type of thing. So are you bringing those things?
Yes.
Okay, you've got them. Do you have like a little box that you've got them in?
Yes.
It's all in one place. Okay, cool. All right.
I have a large print, hollowed out copy of the Necronomicon, and I put all of it inside.
That's perfect. Okay.
What's that? What's that you have there, Stanley?
is that there a book made out of human skin? I did not expect to see that.
All right.
Of course, you wouldn't see it because it's your skin.
Gasp. I'm kind of just still.
Where's the skin
kinda
on my
like-
butt cheeks?
You guys start driving up there. And okay. You start driving. You're going. It's a bumpy road, right? You go over the riverbed, the dry riverbed. And as you go over it, you notice something about it. There's water trickling down it. It's almost like something's starting going down again. Also, I apologize to anyone if you can hear stuff from up there. There's a lot of the yelling and screaming going on upstairs. Okay, you make it up to this area where you start to see everything starting to get clearer. The road is bumpy. You're coming through the mist, right? And y'all are just kind of thinking about everything that's happened so far. Stanley, I don't know exactly what you're planning on doing, but you definitely have something resolved, right? You have some resolution as to what you want to do. You read that note. You know what's at stake, what is in store, what is offered, all that. And Thomas and Elliot, you guys... Elliot, what are your thoughts on this?
A victory.
Okay, so your goal was accomplished. So you kind of just want other people to believe like you do. So when Thomas finally gave in, I guess you could say, you were like, my purpose is accomplished. So now you're just kind of going up to see if you might get some more pictures, some more evidence to show your blog, but you don't really you're collecting evidence and you're trying to convince people. You don't necessarily. I don't know if you even read the letter, so you don't really know if you're planning on running up there and shooting them or running up there and saying, "Hi, please take me with you," or whatever it is. All right, you guys make it out of the fog and you come out into there's this one lonely house up, like, built almost into the mountain. Okay. You see there are a lot of prints on the road. Dust tracks, confused and overlapping. And you start to see details that make you think of those tracks by the riverbed. You know the marks of those loathsome creatures, and you realize that there's something here that stamped prints that were not from horrors that are not of this planet. This is one of the first times you're all really seeing something that's like confirming everything that you've already learned. You see all the tracks, and you see this one large house. The door is open. Do you park the car, Stanley? You park the car.
I open up my camera for video recording.
All right.
I have the shotgun at my side.
You guys come out. And you start walking up toward the house. The door is wide open. Are you going to go through? As you get closer, you hear a humming noise.
Of course.
You walk
I turn
up.
on my torch, my big flashlight.
It's daytime, just so you know. Inside the
You
house,
might as well you should bring the flare gun inside, just in case you just shoot it at someone.
Yeah, I have the flare gun.
Nice. Well, if them bullets don't work, a flare gun, sure, Matt.
Yeehaw.
Howdy.
Something is striking you about the house that just makes it seem odd, and you don't really know what. Something's off. You don't really understand what it is. There are barns and sheds. Ackley obviously has a battered Ford and an unguarded shelter. And then suddenly you realize what the queerness is. And all you hear is the slight, very low humming noise. Other than that, it is completely silent. Ordinarily, a farm has, sounds from various types of livestock. You might hear birds, wind, anything. There's complete stillness and silence.
Is there anything strange?
You don't see anything else that's odd. Are you going to open the 6-paneled brass-latched white door, or kind of like push it open a little bit more?
You guys hear anything?
Just the buzzing, per usual.
Can we hear each other?
Yes.
Okay. That's why I was speaking.
Oh, you need to get in there. Ambience.
Yeah, I
I
can't
get
keep
the
that up.
axe.
I'm gonna go through the door. I would dramatically kick it down, but I feel like if I kick it hard enough, it would come back and hit me in the face, and I don't.
All right, the room beyond is kind of dark, but you've got a flashlight, so you're good. But it's not like super. It's just it doesn't have like a big bright light overhead. It's just like there's natural light filtering in through the windows. As you enter, you notice that there's a queer odor in the air. There appears to be some kind of faint, half-imaginary rhythm or vibration in the air. You guys, you've been noticing it. It's still there. Suddenly, you heard a kind of apologetic hacking or almost whispering noise. And it's drawing your attention to a great easy chair in the further darker corner of the room, and within its shadowy depths you can see the white blur of a man's face and hands. And in a moment you cross over to greet the figure who tries to speak. and you realize this man is the host. He is Henry Ackley. You looked with recognition, but you were also mixed. This recognition is mixed with sadness and anxiety, because this was the face of a very sick man. There's something's not right with him. He has a strained, rigid, immobile expression, unwinking, glassy stare, and you realize how terribly the strain of his frightful experiences must have had a tell on him.
We can only see his face, right?
You can see his hands as well. He has on a dressing gown and was swathed around the head and high around the neck with a vivid yellow scarf or hood type thing.
Does Elliot have his flashlight with him?
Yes.
Yes,
I hope you're not
I
shining
point
it in his face, but
I'm not.
I pointed at his chest. All right, I grab it from Elliot and point it at his towards his
torso specifically.
yes, yeah, the torso.
You don't see anything. I mean, he looks. I mean, looks like a torso. It's wrapped up
Okay.
in like a cloak type thing.
Just making sure he had more than just a face and hands.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah.
I think
Pointing to his feet.
Suddenly, he's trying to talk, and it's the same hacking whisper, and it's pretty hard to catch because he has a gray mustache, and it's just like over his mouth almost, and you can't really see his lips even moving behind the mustache, but you hear a voice. Mr. Wilmoth, I presume. No. Stanley Marsh. Stanley Marsh the Third. You must pardon my not rising, I'm quite ill. But I could not resist having you come just the same. You know what I wrote in my last letter. There is so much to tell you. I cannot say how glad I am to see you in person after all our correspondence back and forth. You have the files with you, of course, the prints and the record. Are you all right, Stanley?
I look around the room.
You don't really see anything. I mean, it's got antiques furniture, some like vases with wilting flowers in them, and this man's just sitting in like a rocking chair type thing. Make yourself at home. You should take out the letters and pictures. His hand raises, and the record, and put them on the table before you go upstairs.
What's upstairs?
There's a room for you if you plan on staying the night. I'd actually will be a better host tomorrow. At the moment, I'm extremely tired. I wish to get some form of rest, so perhaps tonight we can
He pale?
talk further. Is he pale, you said?
Yes.
Extremely. Yes.
Oh gosh, they've been.
Yes, he's very pale.
Well, looking like Ezra from The Color of Space. It's just a color, but it burns.
I know that I've had these spells come over me before. Just come back for a little quiet visiting. Then
Have you been drinking enough water?
sure, it's been extremely difficult recently. I want to show you something. I want to tell you what they have offered me. There is much which you can gain from these creatures. However, I do not think it would be wise to discuss such matters right now in the clear of day. I have been drinking water. Yes, why do you ask? There's nothing you can do for me right now. As I said, these this is a sickness I've struggled with my entire life, and currently, with a strain of recent days, has taken its toll on me. Thank you again very much for taking the time to write back to me. I was desperate, running out of hope for anyone who might understand my plight. His lips don't appear to have moved the entire time he's been talking.
I'm just gonna grab his shoulder. I'm gonna put the shotgun to his chest.
A small guy.
Yeah, sir.
Okay. What are you doing?
You're not telling us the truth, are you, Dracula?
I am telling you everything, and I'm going to tell you more tonight.
You two stay down here. I'm going to search the house.
Why should we wait?
Talk. Why are you pointing a gun at me, sir?
Why should we wait?
Why should we wait?
Tell us.
I'm going to go and search the house.
All right. Please do not go in the basement. I do not have. I mean.
I immediately go towards the basement.
Please don't go.
Stanley said.
Say it again, Elliot. You kind of broke out for a second.
That's what Stanley said. Stay out of the basement.
No, seriously. There is stuff down there that could hurt you. The creatures have brought some equipment in here, and they need to activate it tonight when I'm going to be giving you my presentation. I would suggest you don't go down there.
I hold my shotgun and I go towards the basement.
Are you guys quite all right? You're going toward the basement. I thought you were smarter than this, Mr. Marsh. You open the door? I'm going to show you down there tonight, but... Alright, you're gonna head down? Oh wow, people walked in the background for both people.
I'm just gonna wait for a moment. Nope.
Alright, so...
Yes, I'm going to go towards the basement.
Alright, you gonna go down?
Yeah.
Alright, you open the door and you start heading downstairs. Sir, I really...
Slowly, like in a horror movie.
I really do not think you should be going down there. You hear his voice kind of fade away as you slowly go down the stairs.
Basement.
Do you have a flashlight?
Yes, I stole Elliot's.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow him.
Okay.
I'm just
Thomas, what are you... You're still holding a shotgun to his chest?
Yeah,
This old
I
man?
of course have my wife behind me. I think, is Irene in the room too?
Yes, Irene and Gwendolyn are in the room, and they're both kind of... Irene... Which one is that? No, wait. Gwendolyn, that's your wife, right, Thomas?
Haha, I'm alone.
You'll find someone if you get out of this alive.
All right, you you go down into the basement, and you come into this room, and you see some type of... You hear the humming noise is getting a lot louder.
Oh boy.
And you go down into the basement, and you see something for like a second. You see some type of pink, 5-foot-long thing, this blobby thing, that also at the same time looks like it's like a crab or an insect. It's got a bunch of little scuttly feet and some form of cluster of antenna at what you would assume would be the front of it, and its head kind of immediately like turns towards you, and then it kind of like starts buzzing and going up, and then it's gone. It's very quick, and it's like zzz. In the room there is some strange device. Let me find the strange device. Three strange machines. There's cylinder things. Okay, so there's a big cylinder thing, and it's connected to two smaller things. It has a bunch of tubes coming out of it.
Did you see that too?
You hear the buzzing noise kind of talk to you, almost. Zzz, why are you here?
Why are you here?
We are setting up for tonight's presentation to you.
What is this presentation?
You will learn we have a lot to offer to you. And to the
Why
rest
does it have
of
to be
humanity.
tonight? Why can't it be right now?
It'll take time to set up, plus Akali is not in his best of health at the moment. So we were going to wait until he was better prepared, better suited. Sir, can you please leave and come back in a few moments?
I slowly just back up the stairs.
So you leave. Okay, you go back up the stairs. Stanley, are you going to follow him, or are you... So you saw the pink creature, and you're pretty sure that's what's talking to you right now.
Why are you killing people?
People cannot learn too much.
Is it what's best for humanity?
No, that would be closer to what's best for us and our kind. We must protect our own secrets, and we have chosen select individuals who would be adept at keeping our secrets. But when those select individuals try to give our secrets to others who are not as capable of keeping these secrets, those others must be eliminated.
How many of there are you?
That information is irrelevant. In this area, there are 5.
It's very relevant to
There
me.
are 5 in this house. There are many.
Look around the room. I look around the room.
You look for more of them?
Yes, I'm just seeing if there's any like behind me or anything.
No, there's not. I'm the only one in this room. Stanley, you're just standing there with the shotgun, kind of like... You can't comprehend that you're actually talking to one of these things right now. And yet it seems so, like, human almost. Or not necessarily human, but it's like having an intelligent conversation with you. Very strange indeed.
How long have you been here?
In this house?
On Earth?
Millennia. We came here from Yuggoth. The homeworld. Sir, we are going to give you more of a rundown on everything and how everything works in the evening time. I don't have time to continue answering questions.
I will patiently await your presentation. And I just walk back upstairs.
Zzz.
And stop buzzing. It's annoying.
I cannot stop breathing, sir. You go.
Yeah, you can.
I mean, he kind of can if he really wanted to.
All right, Thomas. What are you doing? You still have Akali, Henry, at the
He's
point.
hanging out with the women.
No, John, faithfulness is good. Only one. And the other one's your wife, ex. I don't know what the deal is. But I'm holding the shotgun to him still. Sir, I have a lot of questions I need to answer.
I'm going to answer all of your questions. I just need more rest.
You don't. The thing about that is, you're not going to get any rest unless you try remotely to answer any of the questions I have.
Can you,
You know how
ask?
long
How
people
about
can
how about
without-
this? How about this? You ask one question now, and then I will answer any more questions you might have later. Come on, sir. I have further.
What ultimately convinced you that they're good?
They did, and they showed me. They showed me something. They showed me truth. They They taught me about different aspects of humanity that no other human has ever or ever will be able to understand.
Okay, you know what? I'm done talking to you. I'm gonna get answers for myself, and I'm gonna go down to the basement.
Pull
You,
the trigger on his face. I'm gonna get answers for myself.
I'm just gonna go down
so
there.
you turn, Stanley, you're coming up, and you see Thomas.
Thomas, just stay.
I'm
up
going
there.
down
You're not
there,
gonna answer
Stanley.
anything. All right, suit yourself.
Have fun with Ackley. He's a real talker. I'm gonna go down to the rest of the basement.
Ackley's eyes close.
Ackley. Ackley?
His eyes open again. Yes. 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 What do you
You're
want?
not gonna die on us, are you?
Sir, I'm trying to get my rest. Please. Why are you why are you coming into my house and attacking my things and, searching everything and...
You've had a very large change of tone. I agreed with you before, but now I'm not so sure.
Oh. Alright, well. You shall be convinced tonight. Now, He closes his eyes again. Thomas, you're downstairs now.
Yes. Where's Elliot, anyways?
Elliot, Elliot's upstairs and he's still recording as much as he can.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up to the attic.
Or upstairs into the upstairs room. There's not necessarily an attic.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh.
where the rooms that were set up for you guys. They've got
I'm surprised he knew the rest of us were coming.
well,
they had
just
young Joe. There wasn't enough room for young Joe here. That's why.
there is not room for the two women though. So you're
Oh, well, you
downstairs.
guys will have to share a room.
All right, Thomas, you're downstairs. You
Do I see?
come downstairs and you hear a noise. Sir, if you do not leave, we're going to take drastic measures.
Listen, I just have a question. One question.
Fine.
By the way, you look pretty much how they described you.
You don't see him.
You don't look anything because I don't see you. Listen. What question is? There seems to be a lot of correlations between what my personal family and this whole thing, and I just want to know what my son has to do with all this, if you even know.
Your son is another one of the chosen people.
Yeah, but why did you have to choose him?
You happened to be driving along the road at that time.
So it was you guys all that long ago,
So
huh?
Thomas, you now remember that one night when driving along you saw a flash of light, and then you can't really remember what happened after that, but you felt that you had been changed in some way. Then you got married, then you had a child.
Oh, frig, they probed me. Or did whatever they did.
Yeah, you don't want to know what they did.
I have an idea. Okay, so this is all you're doing, my marriage, me going this insane and everything. That's
Well, we didn't choose your mate. Or
No, I mean,
we're not
you're the-
trying to send you insane either, sir. We're trying to show you the truth. Now, can you please go back upstairs?
Where are you? I just want to see you. I just want to know.
If you see me, you
Where?
will likely lose your mind.
I heard Stanley talking to something. Did
You're
he
talk-
see?
He was not supposed to. Please go back upstairs, sir. Suddenly you feel something that feels almost like a psychic presence, almost like a shove in the chest that's gently but forcefully trying to make you go back up the stairs.
Ah, yes, gently but forcefully.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, my favorite contradiction. And I'm going to let it push me upstairs. I'm just going to go.
He's just gonna glide upstairs.
Just go limp.
All right, you go
Golden
back upstairs. Now
fire.
everyone is upstairs in that room, and Ackley's just asleep.
Guess we got to wait for the evening, right, guys? Or, I mean, we could just talk.
I'm gonna go upstairs.
All right, your room is all set up for you.
There's no monster in it.
Nope.
No,
Not under the bed. Not in the closet.
No, you check under the bed and in the closet. There are no monsters.
This isn't one of those stories. It's not.
Is there a
like...
teddy bear on the bed?
No. No.
No, there's a little clown.
That's worse.
Just kidding. Just kidding. No, there's nothing on the bed.
Gosh, that was fun. Yeah, I'm gonna go up to the stairs too.
Okay. You both go upstairs. Yeah. I don't know yet. I haven't gone off of it. We're still playing. All right. So you guys both go upstairs and you go into the room, and you're in the bedroom, and there is really nothing else in there. Are you going, Thomas? Are you planning on going in a different room than Stanley was? Because you've got both your beds are all set up. Ackley, obviously. Sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna just go in a different.
He obviously foresaw your arrival. Elliot, where are you? You're still downstairs, right?
I'm in the bed. I'm in my room
Oh, okay. So you guys all
with my axe ready.
suddenly, in the middle of the, or when it's, they said evening, it's kind of 12 o'clock at night now, 12 in the morning, and you hear a knock at your door.
Yes.
I grab my axe and move and open the door.
All
Sort of
three,
like
my
all
shotgun
three
and
doors
open them.
open at the same time.
I have my shotgun on my side.
Ackley is in the hallway, and he's got his hands behind his back. Hello. Today we are going to show you the truth. We can take you beyond space and time. They are planning to take me beyond space and time as well. However, there is a catch, alright? I want to be completely honest with you and let you know everything as everything happens, alright?
Yes.
Alright. Come with me. He goes downstairs and into the basement with the machine. Now, he shows you that there are multiple cylinders in the room. These creatures are called the fungi from Yuggoth. That is what I've termed them. They're also called the MI-GO, or Migo in their own language.
Hey, amigos.
They have discovered how to travel through both space and time. They have sciences beyond all human comprehension, and yet they have discovered something about humans that intrigues them very much. That humans have begun to extrapolate with their minds. They make guesses based on the evidence that they see. They try to figure things out in ways that other species do not. You have both rationality and you're also ruled by your emotions. But what they have begun to notice is that humans are often correct in their assumptions or their guesses. And they want to discover how these emotions can play into true critical thinking processes beyond them. For you must understand that we are both but two different species, totally different, and yet together we can become more. They want to take us, each of us, along with many other high-ranking people in the world, as well as famous leaders, scientists, philosophical society members, as well as some more normal humans. And they want to take them out to Yuggoth. However, the full human body will not be making the trip, only the brain will.
That's what this.
And that is the catch. They have a painless way of extracting a brain, a human brain. And then they can put it into these cylinders, canisters, if you will. These canisters have been engineered so that the brains will not age. You can effectively live forever. Each of these tubes is a sense. they will show you the truth. One is sight, true sight. Another is sound, smell, and through this one you can talk. Therefore, you can continue to interact with the world around you. They can move you. You're small, transportable. They can take you with them back to their home world. And there we can begin, we together, because I'm hoping you will come with me. I have already accepted their offer. We will learn things beyond space and time. And the best part is, those same painless methods of removing brains can reinsert them. We can come back. And so, today, we are here to ask you if any of you would like to take the next step forward in human evolution and come with us to Yuggoth.
Elliot, you should stream this. Getting my brain removed. Streams. Perfect for a blog.
Do you have anything to say to this? So he told you what he plans on doing.
These creatures can go out of space and time or whatever, and they would essentially know everything. Why do they need us?
As I said, they are intrigued by us, and they want to help our species, and they as well want to learn from our species. They're hoping it can be a symbiotic relationship where both species give and take to the other.
If there's anything I know about symbiotic relationships, is that sometimes it's more parasitic in nature than one might be led to believe. How do we know they're not just going to use us? How do you know you're not going to get anything? How do you know you're going to get anything out of it?
They've killed 6 people that we know of.
So you would rather deny this? Because you can. That is perfectly fine. If you decide you would rather not reap the benefits of total mind expansion, then...
Hold on, is this the whole presentation?
Then you are free to leave.
Is this the whole presentation?
The creatures might also wish to speak to you. I'm not sure. They have been awfully quiet today. But, what proof do you need? What specifically do you want?
I'm going to see you go first.
If we decline, we know about them. They'll kill us.
They trust you to keep their secrets because they have seen the way that it's because you have seen the way that they treat the others that have shared their secrets. They believe that you would both out of goodwill and out of fear decide not to share the truth. But if you do, then
Goodwill.
good luck.
Goodwill is what keeps us from telling humanity why people go missing. Goodwill is letting people die. Why won't you open your mouth?
So perhaps
Are you even human anymore?
He's a freaking puppet, man.
I am human.
Are you even yourself anymore?
I am indeed. I'm going back upstairs. Take your time. Look
No.
around.
No, you're not.
I hold my axe up.
I cock my shotgun. Irene and Gwendolyn are probably just more confused than anything right now.
Elliot, you're kind of... Let's say you've been looking around while they're conversing with him, alright? Make a spot hidden roll.
Oh shoot, he might see the creatures.
79 out of 45.
You could use luck if you had it.
Can I push the roll?
Yes, you can. How are you going to do that? How would you like to put extra effort into searching?
Just keep looking around,
So,
like zone out, sort of.
all right, so you kind of don't listen to them. You're looking at what's going on. All right, roll again.
60.
That's a failure. Okay.
Why are my dice against me?
You could use luck on that one.
No, you can't. No, you can't use it on a push roll.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so you see that the canisters are labeled and that they have your names on them already. That's all you notice. So you notice that you think to yourself, "Wow, these creatures are pretty arrogant. They already think that we're with them, huh?"
Then I hear the shotgun cocking my axe.
Yep. All right. Henry is looking at you, Stanley. Stanley, will you please let me go upstairs? What is your problem?
What do you need to go upstairs for?
I do not want to continue to confront you. I would rather you look at the things for yourself. I can wait here if you would rather that.
Well, Henry.
Henry.
Yes. I said your name 3 times. That must mean I mean something. I just had a question. I just needed to know these aliens. What if you really are much of a puppet for them? I mean, not even moving your lips, and doing a terrible job as ventriloquist to make you say what they want you to say, right? But listen, I'm just, unless they can come out here and tell us themselves, not through someone like you, it won't convince me whatsoever. Especially after what they've done.
Your wife has actually been looking at him kind of oddly.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, I don't know about the rest of you guys, but I think I'm going to do it.
You what?
Think about it, Thomas. What is this life? What are we doing here? I've spent the last multiple years of my life in an insane asylum looking for the truth. I want to know the truth, and if they can offer it, I don't care if they kill me in the process.
And you don't care about your son?
Obviously, Thomas cares more about my son than I do.
Listen, you don't need to do this. The only reason you've been in there, the only reason you've been searching is because you haven't been given the opportunity to live your life.
Because
to
of you.
enjoy it. No, because of them. Don't you see? The entire reason you went paranoid in the first place is because of them, because of what they did to Roy, the child, okay? It's all their fault. You ended up like this. It's their fault this has happened. And I want you to see that.
Thomas, I'm sorry.
No.
I point my shotgun at her canister.
At her? At her
At her canister.
Okay.
Yeah.
At the brain container that has her name on it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Creatures must be actually intelligent for them to predict the exact people.
Say the word, Thomas, and I'll pull the trigger.
Listen, I can't let you go there. Especially now that I've seen a bit more of...
Hold on, Stanley, what do you think you're doing? Stanley, why would you shoot at that empty canister?
And you can take her.
Oh. Henry, do you have anything to say to that? No, I actually don't. If they decide to actively go against the truth, it will be just like another dark age, which is fine. They can do as they wish. My canister is not here, so I'm going to be all right. Now, can I please leave? I did not realize that you guys were going to be so against the truth. So I'm going to my place where I'm going to be inducted into Yuggoth.
I'm going to turn my shotgun to him.
Please stop pointing weapons at me. I have done nothing to you.
Well, you're going to do something against us.
I don't want to. What am I going to do?
These creatures... They're going to end humanity at some point. They have...
How do you know this?
There's some sort of plan.
You know,
Something gave Thomas's son... They gave Thomas's son knowledge. And what Thomas's son has said to us has said,
Yes.
The end is coming, bloody
it's
tongue.
all been about the end. He already has that.
Never
gift.
about the end of the quest. It's about the friends you made on the way.
He already has that knowledge, doesn't he?
I don't know what boy you're talking about. And I would...
Okay. That is a 24.
Are you
Out
shooting
of
him?
25.
You're shooting him?
Yeah, I shoot. In the
Chest?
chest area.
Watch, it's just gonna be a huff.
That was really close. I rolled a 24 to a 25.
Alright, he's gonna attempt to jump out. No, that's point blank range. Alright, roll for damage.
Okay, that's a 46. I'm gonna get my other 3d6 real quick just to speed it up for
All
a
right.
moment.
Take your time.
So, well, they're right here. Okay. 6, 5, 4. 6, 5, and 4. And 3. 6, 5, 4, 3. So that, and then it's plus 2, of course. So that is 18. So that's 20 damage.
Take the shotgun. You blast him. Okay.
That'll definitely hurt me mentally, but
Okay. You fire the gun at him, and you see he like kind of flinches a little bit, and
he's already dead.
he just kind of falls backward onto the floor.
Is there any blood or anything?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No. There's definitely blood.
Or Stanley Carter.
You're just a head floating in an abyss.
Turns out he's ahead of the whole game. They already removed his brain. This is just. So he's on the floor.
Yep.
We need to get out of here.
What is everyone's reaction to this?
Yeah.
Run.
So you just shot him, and he's on the floor.
If I recall, one of the pictures had like some rock in front of a.
That's correct. Yeah, one of the pictures did have a weird rock thing.
Like,
Is anyone? So Thomas, you looked at the canisters, right? To see, or not Thomas, Stanley, you looked at the canisters to point the shotgun at the one with
Yes.
her name on it.
What are the women's reactions to Henry being
You
alone?
see
Wait,
one of
hold
them
on.
turn on, Stanley. Like one of them, like there's like a little screen on it, and it kind of turns on. And one of the tubes turns towards you. Hello? Hello? And then another one turns, and it kind of looks at the body on the floor. And it looks back up at you. And the other one turns towards you and is like, Where am I?
You've destroyed Henry's body.
Henry's,
Turns out.
Henry's body slowly is getting back up.
Okay, somebody shoot that.
I'm gonna hack it with my axe.
The head and the hands fall off. And it kind of
He was a machine the entire time.
and it kind of dissolves into a puddle on the floor of dust. As some you see a little flash of something pink as the head kind of falls off onto the floor. The head looks like it's a piece of it's either you're not entirely sure what it is. You hope to God that it's something rubber. That's what it looks almost like. It looks like it's fake. But at the same time, it could very well be the genuine article hollowed out. As it falls off, you saw a flash of something pink, but then it's gone. And so all you see is two hands on the floor and the head of Henry, and it's a pile of dust. And the canister that is supposed to be Henry's is talking.
Okay, I called it. That is not. He wasn't real. Do any of us take any sanity for anything?
Oh yeah, everyone makes a
Run.
sanity roll.
Okay.
Run.
Oh, okay. Oh, 27. I thought that was going to be a lot worse. I read it as 72, but it was
My
20.
first low roll, but I still failed.
93.
30 out of 29.
At least it wasn't a critical failure.
Yeah, that goes to me.
So Thomas, you succeeded.
Yeah.
We're gonna start with you then. You take 6 points of sanity damage.
Oh, yay. If I recall,
You're going into a bout of madness. Next, Elliot. You take 9 points of sanity damage. You're going into a bout of madness as well.
Is there not? I don't think there's a way for anyone to not get a bout of
Thomas,
madness.
you're going to be experiencing another sanity roll in 1 second, so give me 1 second.
Yep.
And Stanley, Stanley, you also take 9. Wow, that's interesting.
There's a divine being in Carter's room.
Oh, look, it's back there.
Divine
weird
being
roll.
moved. Carter, you take 9 points of damage, or sanity damage. And now, Thomas, you see something else. The jig is up. You now know that Henry was fake.
I knew
So
it.
the creatures,
called it.
So the creatures assume that you figured it out. And
Oh,
so,
shit.
and so
They're gonna kill me.
your wife drops to the floor because she was also controlled by them. So she falls onto the floor and dissolves, and the rubber
need to
head
run.
and the rubber hands. So now make
I
a
knew
sanity
it. They
roll.
were pale for a reason.
Make a sanity roll now, please.
We need to get out of here.
Another one.
Out of this
Okay.
county, this country, this world.
Oh, that's an 83. I'm gonna die here. Just watch.
All right, here we go.
Oh, I hope my son isn't one of them.
All right, you take 12 points of sanity damage, Thomas.
I'm gonna start pushing over all the cylinders and everything,
All
We
right.
need to run.
and start throwing them over and
One
stuff.
second, wait, before, so everyone has failed and gone into a bout of madness, okay?
Yes.
Thomas, are you still you still have sanity points left?
Oh yeah, I have plenty.
Okay.
I'm
Now,
not close to being in death.
all of you guys are going to gain 5 points in Cthulhu Mythos and lose 5 maximum sanity, okay? And so, yeah, let's do this. Let's let the dice settle this. Going to the bout of madness table.
I'm not gonna eat my R, man. I don't want a rehash of that.
That was fun. Okay, I found it.
That was fun.
Okay. We're gonna start with
If
you,
would, I ever
Thomas.
did.
You start screaming, just like your wife did, because that night she wasn't as pale as she was the next day, and somehow she had a bit of a premonition. And she knew what was going to happen to her. That is why that creature was out there that night that Elliot saw and that you felt.
Oh,
And Thomas,
no.
you realize all of this, the weight of it, and you start screaming at the top of your lungs as you realize you're next.
I would scream really loud, but I don't want to.
Elliot, let's see what's going to happen.
Oh no.
Let's Elliot, you faint.
Oh,
You just straight up.
You're going to be incapacitated for 5 minutes. So you just you kind of look at everything that's happened and you're just like, oh. So in a way you've always like made stories about this stuff and you kind of believed it, but this is the first time you're seeing it in person for real, you know? And it's like
overwhelming.
yeah, now you're like, oh wait a minute, I was right. I didn't truly believe I was correct until this moment. And so you
I don't like being correct. Someone help me. Faint.
Yeah. And Stanley, you realize that these creatures, that this man that you thought was your friend, that everything that you've kind of been researching is true. And then not only is it true, but these creatures have been one step ahead of you since the beginning. They've been manipulating everybody, and they've been messing everybody's lives up. You take your shotgun, and a red mist descends on your investigator as they explode in a spree of violence and destruction directed at their surroundings. You hear Thomas screaming, and you realize that he also understands that he's going to be next, and that you realize his entire family line is corrupted. That they have been corrupted by these creatures. And you take your shotgun pointed at him.
Well, it's a good thing I don't have a wife anymore.
You need to kill him because he's one of the creature's people, and you need to kill the son if you can. You need to find the son and end him before he kind of messes up everything. You also need to destroy the canisters. These are the things that are going through your mind. You need to destroy
Make that your priority.
destroy these computers, destroy the canisters, but first you need to kill these people that have the taint of the creatures in them.
At least he's not shooting his wife.
Gwendolyn is already out of the running, screaming.
Oh, you mean Irene?
Irene, thank you. Yeah. Irene. Yeah, no, Gwendolyn's on the floor.
Oh, yes, that wasn't my wife. That was an alien puppet. I slept next to the alien. The
So,
entire
Thomas,
night.
you're screaming. Stanley, what are you going to do?
Oh, fuck. I can't move. I'm screaming. If only you could use luck to push a roll upwards.
44 out of 50.
Oh, no.
Roll for damage.
I know it's a powerful shotgun, too. I just did 20 damage with Henry.
Well, there goes my teacher.
It was nice teaching you. You see me fade off into this guy.
15 damage.
No, it starts sinking down. What did you say?
15.
15.
How much health do you have? Wait.
0.
Well, how much health did you have beforehand?
9.
Okay. 50. Okay. If they drop down to 0, do they? No, if it's a shotgun, then yes. Yeah, you took a major wound. Yeah.
Oh, I'm dying.
Your body goes flying backwards, and blood goes flying everywhere, and there's like a hole through your stomach, and you smash against the wall and kind of slide down onto the floor. There's blood all over the wall. Stanley, you turn toward the stuff, the canisters and
The
stuff.
canisters.
You can
start kicking them.
You know? Okay. You start knocking them over, blasting them, destroying them. And suddenly, a swarm of buzzing pink creatures kind of attack you. They wrap themselves around you. You can't see, but you feel a bunch of things crawling all over
This
your
man's
body.
getting assimilated.
And you feel little tiny things going into your body. Like little tiny, you feel like a bunch of needles are stabbing into you. Then you feel like something is sucking something out of you as your body slowly is shriveling up and crumbling. And then you feel something in the back of your head, like some type of incision. And suddenly everything goes blank for your body.
I can't, okay.
Everything kind of, what were you going to ask?
I was gonna say, can I take my shotgun and just...
Roll, let me think. Roll
Would that be
dexterity.
wrong?
Roll for dexterity. Let's see if you could get to it in time.
I have an 80
Passed out on the
dexterity.
floor. I'm against the wall, dying. Irene ran the heck out of here.
8 out of 80.
I was
Ooh.
going to say, you need a hard success, and you got it, so good job. So you're going to kill yourself.
Good
rather
job,
than
you
let them
killed yourself.
rather than let them take your brain, you're going to
Oh,
kill
my
yourself.
thumb.
All right, you take your shotgun pointed into your, kind of under your chin, and blow your brains out, quite literally,
Yep.
ruining the thing that they were trying to get. You're a pile of dust on the floor, and your brains are all over the ceiling.
I want to know, has Elliot, what has Elliot been doing with his blog? 'Cause were you recording all of this, or were you streaming it, or what was?
I was
Can you
recording.
imagine if he was streaming?
No, he was recording it. He wasn't streaming it.
Oh, okay, that
I
was
wish I was streaming it.
Yeah, Stanley, just so you know, all that evidence that you had has been destroyed. But you're dead, so it really doesn't matter anymore.
I'm dying.
Elliot, you wake up. You see that one of the creatures is kind of next to you, kind of looking at you. its
I
antenna.
instantly grab my axe and whack it in the head with the sharp part.
There's no time for talking.
All right, roll for attack. Let's see if you can. So that would be fighting brawl. I guess.
Oh, that's a 21 out of 25.
Good job.
Aha, my first
did it.
success.
Good job. Good job. All right, let me find their stat block. M. The Migo.
This is so happy. I'm so happy. I haven't had a good roll at all.
Fun guy from Yugoth. Yeah. Let me see. I think I have a little picture I could show you.
I keep picturing them as little cute slugworm things, but
Here's one of them.
I like that image of the Migos, that one from the art.
Yeah.
that's cool. I like that.
I might be.
I
able
like the
find-
interpretations from 7th edition than the usual ones that Urban Season is.
I like most of them. I did not like the ghoul. The ghoul interpretation I disliked. All the rest I liked.
I like the good interpretation.
Okay. I didn't. So the thing I didn't like was all like the nails and stuff in his head and all this other like. I don't know. Anyway, let me continue. Okay. So how much damage do you do to this thing?
6.
All right. Take your axe and you chop it. All right. You lop about half of its legs off. The thing starts flying haphazardly into the air. And it let's see. Let me find it.
These things are hideous looking from every picture I see.
Yeah.
They are hideous. That's the point.
Yeah, they're
I was picturing something completely different the entire time, and I wish I could pull up what I thought they looked like.
Well, there's nothing pleasant about the Cthulhu mythos.
All right,
Oh.
make a power roll, Elliot, because the thing is now it now like focuses on you and its antennas start twitching really fast as it draws on the power of the mythos and on its scientific knowledge.
67 out of 45.
All right, now it's going to make a power roll. See if it beats yours. Yours was a failure. 57 out of. And I lost it. Shoot. Where is the Migo? There it is. Power 65. They succeeded.
Dang, you got assimilated.
My dice suck.
All right,
I
you
did
feel
something more akin to
you
this
feel
kind of.
something. You feel something in your body. I saw Ryan.
Yeah, I know.
You feel a feels as if a hand. It feels like a hand at first. In your chest. Almost like there's something around your heart. But then you realize it's not a hand. It feels like it might have little suckers on it. It's a tentacle of some kind. And it wraps itself around inside your body and is slowly squeezing until you feel something pop and rupture inside your body. That's how much damage? Let's see.
No, this is going to be a TPK.
5 damage. 5 damage points. All right.
Oh, I'm alive.
All right. Now you. Do you want to run away?
Yeah, I'm going to run.
All right.
Take me with.
Actually, you know what? Wait. First, one thing before you run. This is the last test. Okay. This is going to decide what happens to you. All right. Make a sanity roll.
I failed that already. That's a 40.
Oh,
Or just
your dice are cursed today.
Do you
They are
have
very
Do you have
cursed.
luck? Would you want to push it?
yeah, I'm gonna push that down by 20.
Yeah, burn it.
So
I mean.
15.
You might as well.
Yep. All right. You get up and you look around. You see the carnage around you, and you start running.
Can I shoot the house with a flare so it will burn?
Ooh. Oh.
You could look for something flammable first. Would you go upstairs and shoot it at one of the beds?
I mean, like they're curtains, you know.
Or would you look for one of? So you go out. You go up the stairs. You run out. You slam the door behind you. I would assume. Probably turn the lock or whatever. Not that that's going to do much. Then you run out. You see there's some draperies and curtains in this old, musty house, and the silence and stillness with just the buzzing noise. you look back just for a second and you see Henry's rubbery dead face, and you fire that the flare gun at one of the curtains, making it combust and go up in flames, and then you run out of the house, slamming the door behind you, and you start running. And as you're running, you run past, what's the name of your wife, Stanley? Or your old Gwendolyn?
Irene.
Irene. Sorry, I keep getting them mixed up. Sorry. Irene. You run past Irene, Elliot. And she sees the house is on fire. And she starts calling 911. Elliot, you gonna keep running?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep running.
Yeah. Where are you trying to go?
Back to Arkham.
Hey, my motorcycle's back there.
Yeah, you run until you make it, and you see there's a taxi cab still out there. There's a guy who's been.
I'm just suspicious if anyone's an alien still.
He's just waiting in the taxi cab for you. Hey.
I'm gonna try and calm myself down before going in. I knock on the thing.
You back?
Yeah, can I get a ride back to Arkham?
Yeah. Sure thing. Where's your partner?
He's gonna.
I'm dying in there.
He's gonna be staying back with Hillbilly Man.
Okay. Get in. Ugh.
I hop in.
You see some flashing lights. You watch a fire truck and multiple police cars go by.
I didn't know there were police in this town.
And he's driving. Oh, some big hubbub's going on back there. You hear on the news on the radio that there was a fire.
Was this like the next morning?
No, it's kind of they're still talking. So there's you've been driving for a couple hours, all right? And suddenly they start talking on the news about that this very old house started going up in flames. That some type of wildlife was inside. People know that because there were weird chirping noises inside the house. And the firefighters miraculously saved whatever was inside the house by putting out the fires. They are, heroes to wildlife conservation people, all that. They put out the fires. There was one weird thing was this like white glove that they found in there. But other than that, there was nothing else. I mean, they don't really mention anything strange. They don't mention canisters. They don't mention dead people. They don't mention the dust.
They don't mention dying people either.
No.
Oh, the Migos have access to Thomas's brain still. He was dying, so they probably extracted his brain.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, crap. You're right. I was only shot in the stomach.
Mm-hmm.
I'm there dying, and they probably assimilated me.
Elliot Winters, what are you going to do with your life now? What do you plan on doing?
I do not upload the video. I just simply write a blog that's just said goodbye, leave it up for a few hours, and then delete my whole account.
Okay. And that's that's it then.
So,
All right. And Thomas,
yeah?
you open your eyes.
Oh, frick.
And everything seems to be in black and white. When you start looking around, you feel something moving. Zzz, zzz, zzz. You can't really tell where you are, but for some reason you can't move yet. But you hope eventually you'll be able to. It smells weird. Zzz, zzz. You look over and you see a little screen with some type of radar on it. You see a bunch of little pink things walking around. You kind of recoil. Zzz. And you realize that they're doing some type of experiment on your brain. They're trying to figure something out. And eventually they're going to get what they want.
They're looking for my kid.
No, they're trying to figure out how the human brain works.
Am
Maybe
I
at
the
first,
only
maybe
one?
at first you think they're looking for your kid, but then you slowly turn and you see the canister labeled Henry Ackley. Zzz. Then you turn again. What's your son's name?
Roy.
And
Roy.
that's where we're going to end.
Oh no.
You're going off to Yuggoth, pal.
The icy dwarf planet.
Mm-hmm.
You're
Good
gonna
thing
see.
my,
You're gonna see King Flippy Nips from Rick and Morty.
Yep, there it is. That's what Carter, wasn't that?
they'll never get a thing from me.
Pluto is a planet.
I've never seen Rick and Morty, so I have no
Oh, that
idea what you
episode.
guys are talking about.
You're not missing out on much.
Oh, really? Okay.
I mean, it's funny, but
I mean,
also-
it's funny, but like,
It's also pointless.
Yeah.
it's don't waste your time.
Oh, Cap, we're gonna offend the Rick and Morty fandom next.
It gets removed for hate speech.
Yeah. All right.
Well, that was quite surprising that Elliot survived.
Yeah, you lived. You're the only one who lived. Good job.
I was actually expecting to die because my bad roll.
I was this close to kind of. I was gonna be like, that guy, the taxi driver, is also one of them or something.
Yeah.
I was waiting for that, but then I was like, you know what? Oh, we're gonna let you live. You very likely.
But where
what were you-
where was the whisper in darkness?
The Whisperer in Darkness, that would be Henry Ackley was the Whisperer in Darkness. He's an old man and he's whispering and he's got like the hooded thing. You guys should read the story. Anyone who hasn't already, you should read the story if you get a chance
I
to.
would've.
It's good.
I'm definitely going to after this. I've resisted not reading it. Just in case.
Yeah, it's a really good story. Obviously, there were some extreme deviations from the actual story, obviously. But there was a lot that was the same. I like the way the session turned out. Did you guys have fun?
Of course.
Yes,
Awesome.
they got very dark at the end.
Oh yeah, that went like real 180 flip tonal change.
Yeah, I was originally planning for the whole thing to take one session, but apparently we moved on. I really hope that live stream gets recovered. I don't know if it will though. And to anyone who's watching, I could possibly make like a recap, assuming I can remember as much of what happened before, and then I'm going to upload this. If this gets blocked as well, we're gonna have a problem. So yeah. But anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. Thank you guys very much for playing. I hope we all had fun. I had fun running it. It was very interesting to adapt a Lovecraft story to a scenario. And yeah, so Ryan, Carter, and Shopping Cart, you all, and Carter, other Carter, you all have YouTube channels, and all their channels are in the link in the description. Go check them out. They've all got cool stuff on their channel. Carter's got Star Wars and tabletop role-playing game content. Ryan's got tabletop role-playing game content, specifically Call of Cthulhu, a live stream that I was a player on. Shopping Cart has miscellaneous videos that are all their videos are good. Go check them out. And yeah, if you're new here, subscribe to the channel. I highly doubt you're new here by this point. But if you are, yeah, and thank you guys for watching. Alrighty. That was The Whisperer in Darkness. See you guys soon. Hopefully tomorrow we can play Delta Green. And ending recording.